The Weekend Spectrum chronicles some aspects of a typical young Gambian man's story who designs a prototype helicopter. This week, we review the latest film written and directed by the writer of Komesilo, Babylon by Force, Babakar Zaidi Jalla, who is now a household name in the country after featuring as central figure in several local drama, tells us how GRTS lights up his passion for the screen. We'll be back with these and other stories right after this break.
Hey, yeah. Planet Earth is crying, and I can hear it yelling out. Planet Earth is dying, and I can hear it pleading, saying, saving nature, oh, oh, loving nature, oh, oh, protecting nature, oh, oh, preserving nature, oh, oh, saving nature, oh, oh, loving nature, oh, oh, protecting nature, oh, oh, preserving nature. Oh, oh. If you can look around where we living, then you will realize things are changing. That what we used to know is not the way it used to be. Haven't you heard about global warming? Sounds to me as a global warning. Our world depleting and degrading. Haven't you heard there is too much pollution in the air, making bad infection? We need solutions to save the world inhabitant. Yeah, we got to save nature, oh, oh, loving nature, oh, oh, protecting nature, oh, oh, preserving nature, oh, oh, saving nature, oh, oh, loving nature, oh, oh, protecting nature, oh, oh, preserving nature, oh, oh. Hey, you Mr. Nation Builder, you can build whatever you wanna build, just leave it for rest. For many large events on it, and hey, you Mr. Wood Seeker, yes it's true, we need beds and chairs, but what if there is no rain? It's gonna be more pain to gain. For the little ones, let's grow more trees for the little ones, and clean air to breathe for the little ones, a better place to live for the little ones, for the little ones, for the little ones. They need to educate for the little ones, so they can free themselves for the little ones, a safer place to be for the little one, little one, a little one, oh for the little ones. They need to educate for the little ones, so they can free themselves for the little ones, a safer place to be for the little ones, little ones, little ones. Serving nature, loving nature, protecting nature, preserving nature, saving nature, loving nature, protecting nature, preserving nature.
But first, let's take off from where we stopped last week. Well, even after his demise, the highly acclaimed African novelist Chinua Achebe, who died recently at age 82, has inspired a certain Gambian writer through the power of his pen and books. Our Ibrahim Bade looks at that Gambian writer, who is also looking at Achebe with certain lenses.
Barely 2 days after the demise of one of Africa's prominent writers, Chinua Achebe, Mamadou Sabali, the economist cum inspirational writer, has been seriously musing over the works of Achebe and what its symbolic meaning, writing in an article published on the Daily Observer entitled Wisdom of Our Mothers. Sabali did not mince his words when he praised Achebe for what has been a voice about Africa during his lifetime.
He says that his mission in writing was simply to write down the eloquence of our fathers and our mothers. So I may not have been sitting in an academic class of literature, but at home there was a bigger class of literature in the sayings of my mother, in her proverbs, when he gets angry especially and starts berating us. I have learned so much art, so much eloquence, so much oratory from her that, interestingly enough, even in today's Observer, I have this article called Wisdom from Our Mothers, where I expatiate on these beautiful proverbs that are gems for us. And I conclude that all these theories, all these discoveries we learn in Western books are buried in our proverbs. So yes, I'm a student of art, not in the four walls of a classroom, but in a bigger classroom that is my mother's house. Achebe has answered that question too. The eloquence, the oratory of our fathers and mothers is a school of literature in itself.
For the writer of his pedigree, Sabali believes one has to take certain lenses to discern what Achebe was all about.
The book Things Fall Apart is actually littered with so many proverbs. And as you said, each of these proverbs, you could go ahead and write a book about them. Like I said in my article in the Observer today, Wisdom from Our Mother, this is just about 5 or 7 proverbs that I expanded into an essay of about 1,500 words. And getting back to his proverb on fire begetting cold ash, isn't that an irony? Father is fire, you become cold ash. But yes, I think there's spiritual wisdom in it too, because I know in the Quran Allah says somewhere that he does check one group of people by another. He will raise you here, reduce you in another area. Like no man or tribe or clan can become perfect, because if we have too much power with us, most of the time we tend to abuse it. So Allah does have his own way of checking us. But getting back to the thing of proverbs again, I once visited, since we are still in the subject of art, Gambian top-notch artist Njogu Toure's his art studio, Sakura Art Studio, where he painted a proverb. Did you hear that? He didn't say a proverb. He painted it as a work of art. Crocodile swimming towards the middle of a river. And you know, I asked him, Njogu, what's this about? He said, this is a proverb. In Wolof that means, Kumunuta fei do feke ngente jesit. If you cannot swim, you cannot attend the christening of crocodiles. And I wrote an essay about this. Absolutely, because for me, that it all is also an explanation of what is called the law of compensation, written by the towering American philosopher and essayist Ralph Waldo Emerson. The law of compensation, like no pain, no gain. You know, if you want to sobuge akara, fog nga nyeme kan.
Over the years, we have tried to bring on the limelight human interest stories relating to young Gambians who have designed prototype helicopters, and going by the latest trends, it seems that the story is developing very fast, giving rise to what many are describing as prototype helicopter boom.
So how were you able to acquire this skill? Where did you acquire this skill?
It's a natural gift. With all that, I was not seated. Every now and then, I make researches. Yes. My only problem is the support. Okay. Though when I am working, so many people oppose me. Why are you doing this? Why can you go and try to do work? The point is, we are in a world of science and technology. We are not in a world of sitting in office. How many years Africans have been sitting in office? No development. Look at Europe. Europe are what they are today because of science and technology. Huh? Why? But because of, and secondly, I was very impressed when the president said that the year of science and technology. I was very impressed. I know that he has a target for the youth. And I'm so uncertain, with the necessary support, I'll surprise these Gambians.
Well, from one creative story to another, this time it is about the theater arts. Babakar Zaidi Jallo, also known as Zaidi, is quite passionate about arts. Ibrahima Balde has been previewing Zaidi, his passions for GRTS, and the new film he is trying to promote.
Zaidi, as he is popularly called by his bosom friends, is also a die-hard football fan after an injury prevented him from honing his skills in football. It's all over breakfast, but a breakfast laced with purpose. In his good mood, Zaidi began to fidget his laptop. Although he's not a computer expert, the issue is that he has something that he's about to unveil. Zaidi is sighting the screen, knowing full well that only time will tell. If there is anything this young man strongly complains about, it is his disconnect with literature as a subject when he was in high school. Regret is the word. How comes he's trying to assert his skills in that area now?
I felt that if I had done literature, it would have been much better. This is why I said I have a regret of not doing literature when I was going to school. Basically, that is why I said I have a regret in it.
Having enjoyed life as a local movie star, Zaidi took time to explain to me what it meant